Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark,
And I'm Rob.
and today we're going to talk about the fact that they decided to change when they announced the MVP award this year, and I wonder why. So, hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so and hit the notification bell when you do. So, in the NBA for years now, I don't know how long they've been doing it for a long time. The polling gets done at the end of the year. It's due in by a certain date, right at the end of the regular season. They find out within a couple days or immediately nowadays, probably because it's done by email, who wins. But they don't announce the specific awards till later on. They do like one a week. And they usually do the MVP one either last or second last in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way the WNBA was doing it last year. In fact, I'll tell you when they did it because I looked it up because I found something interesting this year. So last year, after the regular season ended on September 10th, and I think the polling is due like 2 days after that. At least it was this year. So it took them 7 days to be announced the coach of the year, and 8 days for sixth player. Most improved, it was 11 days. Defensive player of the year, it was 12 days. And MVP, it took them 16 days before they announced it. And it was the second last award that they announced, similar to how they do it in the NBA. And Rookie of the Year, for some strange reason, was October 2nd, which was 22 days later, which is kind of strange. But anyways, so I expected it to be the same this year because that's the way the NBA does it every year. The MVP is very late. And the WNBA did it late last year. But last year, we know what happened last year. A'ja Wilson did not win. Breanna Stewart did, and that was considered a small upset, and she was very upset about it. And apparently, everyone in the league was upset about it who wasn't white.
Right.
And so that's what happened. They got upset. They gave her MVP in week 1. She earned it after that, but they gave it to her even before she earned it. And guess what, Rob? She won unanimously, and they couldn't wait to announce that. They announced it 48 hours after the voting ended. Not 48 hours after the regular season, 48 hours after the voting ended. 48 hours. They announced it first. And do you think there was a motive behind it, Rob? Do you think?
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, wow, okay, that's great for her. But then I'm like, wait a minute. I've never seen where they announced in any sport where they announced the most valuable player right after in the beginning before the playoffs. I never in any of the sports. Usually they wait for the MVP like you said, near the end of the year or near the end of the playoffs, or whatever. But to right after, boom, MVP, unanimous. I was like, whoa, okay.
So my question is, if it wasn't unanimous or it was close, like Nafisa Collier had a really good year, would they have announced it right away? They would have waited. That's my first question. Second question, if she didn't win, we know that wouldn't have been then. It would have been really late if she hadn't won. And also, like, what are they trying to say? Why are they doing that? They don't even care how it looks. Like, I just happened to notice that. It's like, wow. Yeah. All of a sudden they announced it. I go, wait a minute. I thought they do it gradually, and the MVP is always at the end. And I just happened to look it up how they did it last year because I wasn't following the WNBA last year. I knew how the NBA did it. And it's like, okay, what is their motive to do this? And I don't know. I mean, you tell me. They're so proud of the fact that a black woman won it unanimously, the woman they've been promoting as the best player in the league all year, and the one that's supposed to be more popular than Caitlin Clark because she deserves to be more popular. They say, see, she's great. She's got the MVP. She's unanimous. There was no question in mind. Everyone should be promoting her and watching her and playing and everything. They just lost their mind. It's like, we've got to push this. They have an agenda.
Yeah, we told you so. And then even during the games where they played against the Fever, they couldn't. And MVP, A'ja Wilson, and they kept on
right. Now, I wonder, Rob, if Caitlin Clark was a black lesbian and she won the Rookie of the Year, which they haven't announced yet. We know she's going to win. We know it's not going to be unanimous too, because some black females are not going to vote for her.
No.
But if she had won it, forget whether or not she won it unanimously, but let's say she won it unanimously even, and she had won it, and she's in the playoffs, wouldn't they have announced that right away if she was a black lesbian? Or if Angel Reese had won it, they would have announced it, especially if Angel Reese was in the playoffs. So Angel Reese could be, every time she went, to play in the court, the announcers could say, oh, there's the reigning Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
But with Caitlin Clark, they know she won Rookie of the Year because they got the votes right away. They found out right away. They didn't announce her.
Right.
So people could say, hey, there's the Rookie of the Year that's playing. They didn't announce the All-Pro teams before Caitlin Clark got eliminated from the playoffs. They sure hell announced the unanimous selection of Asia Wilson right away, so she could be playing in the playoffs. So every time she goes to play, they could say, there's the unanimous MVP playing. Look at how great she is. She's the number one star in the league. You should all be watching her. That's what they're saying with this, Rob. There's no question in my mind. This was racially motivated, and this was motivated to promote the black women over the white women. There's no question.
She's the face of the league. She's not Caitlin Clark. She's the face of the league, you guys. Not that Caitlin Clark, not that white girl. No, not that white girl.
Well, and Brianna Stewart, when she won it last year, she didn't get announced 2 days afterwards.
No.
So she could be called the MVP throughout the playoffs. And I don't like her, but she happens to be white. And you think that had a factor in it? People didn't like the fact that she got it, that she was white, and that they thought Asia Wilson deserved it. Because, hey, she won it the year before, so she should win it every year.
I guess. Well, in fact, I think Mark, I was just looking through the media here. I think, I see it. Asia Wilson, most valuable player for 2025. Wow, they've announced it already, Mark.
No, they can't do that, Rob. I'm starting my own promotion already right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So they already told me what the rules are. The rules are, if you're upset that your person didn't win it the year before, you're going to give it to them in week 1. Oh. So my solution is, because I don't think Caitlin Clark deserved to win MVP this year, but some Caitlin Clark fans do. So what are we going to do? We're going to give Caitlin Clark MVP in the preseason next year.
Oh,
preseason. Yeah. We're going to top what they did. And then when she wins the MVP, which I believe she will next year, and I'm serious about that part, I'm going to make sure we announce it the next day, not Sunday. The voting ended on Friday. They announced it Sunday morning around 8:00. We're going to make sure we announce it on Saturday if the voting ends on Friday.
Well, Mark, I'll one up you on that. Why not announce it during the All-Star game?
Oh, just give it to her halfway through the year or 2/3 of the way through the year?
Yeah.
All right. I'm cool with that. That's good. We no longer have to earn it anymore. I found out this year we can get it right in season.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah.
And in all seriousness, I encourage Caitlin Clark fans to not start talking about her to be the MVP next year, at least until quarter way through the season.
Yeah, please.
At least a quarter way, halfway through the season, because that's the way they do it in all sports. Okay, I heard a little bit on NFL the other day about Josh Allen, and that's only after 3 games, but that's almost a quarter of a season. Is he the early? Yeah, of course. He's early season, but 3 games is nothing when it's 17. So don't do that. Don't do that.
Or the Heisman. They've only played 3 football games. Like, he's definitely going to win the Heisman. I'm like, how do you know?
Silly. So don't do that next year for Caitlin Clark, even though I think it'd be funny if you did give it to her in the preseason. I'm giving it to her right now. I'm not even waiting for preseason. I'm just saying Caitlin Clark 2025 MVP, and I'm announcing it now. In fact, I should have announced it before the playoffs so we could say, hey, there's the 2024 MVP, but look, that's the 2025 MVP that you're watching play tonight. That's what I could have said.
Save this tape, because if that happens, you would be like, I told you so.
I'm saving this video so I can see when they announce it next year. And I'm going to call them out if it's not announced. If it's not Asia Wilson and it's not announced 2 days after the voting ends, I'm going to call them out for that.
Right.
And I suspect they're going to go back to their regular policy if it's not Asia Wilson next year, because that's the person they've been promoting. I don't even know. I'm not even sure it's totally Asia Wilson, Black Asia Wilson. I think it's Asia Wilson. They just are they're just insisting she's the best player in the league, even when she didn't win the MVP the year before. They were saying that before the season started.
Right.
I go, okay. I said, I didn't watch last year. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. All I know is Brianna Stewart, that was her second MVP, and she's a great player too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying, oh, well, let's wait to see. Okay, so she played better than Brianna Stewart this year. Okay, so this year, she's the best player in the league. We'll see. She may be the best player of all time for now.
Jeez, I can't wait till next year now.
Caitlin Clark gets 10 years into the league. Then I think Caitlin Clark's going to be. But we'll see. I'm not going to announce it. I'm not going to give Caitlin Clark the best player of all time yet. And they want to give Asia Wilson that right now. And that's why they wanted her to get that third MVP, because three other players had 3 MVPs before that. That's why they were pushing for it. And they know Caitlin Clark's going to get a lot of MVPs after this year. They know that. They can see it. They know basketball. They're not dumb. They know it better than we do. They play in the WNBA.
Yeah.
So I found this funny. So I thought I'd share it with you in case you didn't notice that they changed the order of when they announced it, because Asia Wilson won unanimously, and she didn't win it the year before when supposedly she was ripped off. I have no idea whether she was ripped off. All I know is she felt she was, and that's enough for them. That's enough. That's all that matters.
That's right.
All right. Join us for our live show. We're going to talk about this on Monday, except for major holiday, 6 to 8 Eastern time. And we're going to go live for the Bills at Baltimore Ravens game. Josh Allen, the MVP of the NFL this year. MVP right now. And it's 8:20 and on ESPN, obviously, and ABC. And that game's on Sunday night at 8:20. So join us for that. And if you like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. Hit the notification bell when you do. If you noticed this before we made this video, subscribe to our channel. If you didn't notice this before we made this video, subscribe to our channel. Just subscribe. If you like football, subscribe to our channel. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want to donate to this channel, there's super chats and super thanks down below. We'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.